Hello, chat. Hi there, everyone. How we doing tonight? Welcome in, Twitch. Welcome in, everyone else. Hello, Will. I think I saw Fluffy say hello there earlier, too. Hello, Slap. Camera, what is up with you tonight? Yeah, it's the brightness off of that. We'll fix that. We'll just do that. There we go. Well, welcome in, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you. It is cream cheese challenge ingredient night. But before that, we gotta get going with coffee, which I have run out of filters. I use my filter in the morning. Do I have more? It almost lines up perfectly with the coffee because I ran out of coffee with this. I might have half a cup there, but I need coffee. So I have a feeling I'm going to have to go out for coffee in the morning. Unusual occasion for me. I don't drink coffee out very often. Where should I try coffee in the morning, chat? I say that knowing that, like, basically the only options of the chains that are in Sonoma are, well, I guess there is, but it's basically Starbucks. We got McDonald's, we've got Dunkin' Donuts in 2 locations that I know of. Trying to think what else there is in the county as far as like brand name people would know at coffee. Fixing my cameras for the evening here, since they always like to autofocus. Coffee. Oops. Bun's trying to give away too many sprinkles. I highly doubt it, Cosmic. Like, I've sort of settled into my rut of what I like for my coffee. I guess that's where I am. And so I have no idea when it comes to buying coffee because no one sells the coffee or serves the coffee that I use. Ooh. That doesn't happen very often. Diet Coke and beer, huh? Okay. I don't know, I just can't do beer. It's okay. I don't dislike it. It's just like either I'm sitting there drinking it forever or it's one really heavy beer. And that's typically the only time that I really sort of enjoy beer is when you give me one real beer. Like something heavy, like a porter or something like that. Something you gotta chew. Bread is a very enjoyable method. I have things that I get into, like my coffee making here. They're very much that. Like, it's coffee. It doesn't need to be. That said, I'm still doing it like it's simple. Cheers, everyone. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. The kitchen's still a mess, by the way, chat. I'm doing my best to make the kitchen look good with it being a mess tonight, but it's a mess. Let's see here. Let's see if we can't fix this camera. Get that angled a little bit better here. Nice. So what are we starting with here tonight? We're doing cast iron stuff. We're doing cast iron, two things. Cast iron really like the pendant dishes tonight. Now to bring that up. Both going to be doing a Dutch baby tonight for dessert, which I'm going to use cast iron for, and I think cast iron's the best choice for that. And the other one I'm going to be doing is, that's going to be using cast iron, is a dip. A refried bean dip using cream cheese. And that's sort of like retain heat, keep that dip looking nice for sitting on the table or eating for a while. Oh, dad joke. So what do I start with? I think I'm going to start with searing chicken. Last sip of this for a minute or two. Not trusting anything I get from this same store anymore, even though it's a major store. Debating how I want to do with the chicken. I think I'm just going to cut it thin, sort of, just so that it cooks a little bit quicker and a little bit more evenly. Heating up the heating up my medium-sized pan, since that does the best for retaining heat and recovering heat when adding things to it. Bit of sunflower oil in the pan. never realized that. I wonder if I could get speed pours on those bottles. Not that well, speed pour is a really bad term for, I mean, typically speed pours are not all that speedy. They just do a constant flow. Oh, salt. And I'm just going to sear this chicken, and, well, I'm going to cook it through and shred it, and then we're going to add some more seasoning in it. We're just going to do some basic seasoning to begin with, just some salt here to cook it. Shred it, add some other seasoning in there, add some cream cheese in there, and then we're going to roll that in some fresh tortillas. I'm going to make some fresh corn and flour tortillas and roll them in that, and then fry them. So that's the plan for the main dish, which is our taquitos. And serve that with a refried bean and cream cheese dip, since I both got taquitos and I've got tortilla chips from soup the other night that I didn't use. And lastly, we got Dutch Baby. And I was trying to come up with an idea of using cream cheese that wasn't like ice cream or cheesecake. And I guess this is sort of still in the realm of cheesecake batter. But I'm going to take some cheese, some cream cheese, some vanilla, some powdered sugar, and put that with some apple and some powdered sugar and some granola inside of a Dutch Baby. Way to go, no color. Way to go, washed out looking camera tonight, too. What is with these cameras tonight? Like, they're basically almost clean. Let's try if I... That's no color correction. And then it just lost my color correction. Wow, why is it? Is it the smoke just throwing things off that bad? Thank you for the follow, Kenny. It's still a little too blurry. Wash off protein board, get all that nasty stuff out of the way. Now I realize I'm slightly overcrowding that pan. That's also why I waited for the first two to be partially done before I added the second two. Coffee. We can work on the batter. That's what we can work on. What do I need for this batter? I did a lot of sous vide stuff for a while there, and it's just, I don't love it. I'll do something sous vide, especially the longer cook items, like things I would normally do in like a slow cooker, but I want to do even longer. Like short ribs and stuff like that. The shorter stuff, I love it for eggs. That's for shorter stuff. It's amazing for doing eggs. It's a lot of work to set it up for eggs, though. I mean, so much of the diner work would be so much easier these days with a couple of sous vide units just sitting there at proper temps for eggs. Basically, just have to hit the sear of the pan and it's done. Steak? I need a grill. I need that charbroil. I need... But definitely short ribs, definitely ribs, definitely... roast lamb. I love reverse sear roast lamb using sous vide, regardless of what cut you want to use for your roasting. You be getting there with you. You're almost there. You need a minute still. Yeah, you need a minute still too, yeah. Unless you're doing something special or different, I'm reading that one, and reading it is trying to sell that. And trying to sell that dish, while I think that's probably an amazing dish, trying to sell that to the public, I immediately sat there and thought fried steak. Yeah, people hate fried steak. That's what they do to shoe leather. That's what they do to, well done steaks. I'm just gonna live with it rather than get some more stuff dirty. I'm royally tempted to butterfly these out and speed things along even more, but now it looks all saturated because I made it all saturated. Now see, at the same time, probably did wonders for the flavor of your fries throughout the week. A bit more oil in the pan. Nope, you're not even close. Nope, well, you're getting closer. See if we can't just let these two set and rest and finish out resting. While those are doing that, pan's off, so it's still nice and hot, but and this is going to be for the dip, the onion here, but I want to use all that lovely chicken flavor in the pan rather than lose it. Do I have a thinner layer there? Oh, there's got to be a thin layer there. Nope. And it's leathery enough that I'm gonna leave it. Oops. Messed up on my width there. Ooh, messed up twice there. Slipped on that one. Not slipped in a way that I was worried about cutting myself. But it slipped, so it didn't cut evenly. A lot of the ways I purposely hold things is so that they slip because, oh well, I messed up a little food. Not mess up and, oh, it hurts my hand. That last one was pretty thin just because I was worried about keeping that out. Bit more oil in the pan. Welcome in, Cosmo. So I'm debating what all else I want to throw in with this. Hey, the pan's been on for a bit. It's still warm. What else I want to throw into this bean dip? Other than I already have refried beans from last week's ingredient challenge. So we're ingredient challenge inception here tonight. I'm gonna use that with cream cheese and these onions, some jalapenos. I can maybe throw some pico in there. I've got some pre-made pico tonight. I don't think the pre-made guac I have is gonna go well in that, but that'll go great with the taquitos. I'm going to use this pan for dessert tonight. I'm going to throw this into the oven and preheat the oven to 425 well ahead of time to make sure that whole thing is nice and hot. Yeah, I'm just going to add some moisture. I'm just going to add some water. I was trying to just use the onions to pull up everything off the pan, but I need something to deglaze. The neighborhood high school mechanic has found a new project. Chicken. Actually, let's chop this up a bit more for what I want to use this for. It's going to be easier to roll if it's chopped up a bit. Chopped up a bit more. I'm thinking I might include some of these onions into the filling too. Will you afford a flan or something? So, you're supposed to stay in that trash. Flame off on the onions, just letting them sit now. On the cutting board here, we've got 3 eggs that I've been whipping a little bit here. We're going to follow that with some flour and milk and uh-oh. I just got a welcome to the chat room message. Twitch being funky. Truth is, when isn't Twitch being funky? How are we doing on them? I don't have any drop frames tonight. A little fresh grated nutmeg. Mix in the last of my sugar in the raw. I didn't even get to finishing my whole coincidences. I'm running out of all of my coffee stuff like all at once. I've got no sugar left. I've got no coffee beans left. And I just ran out of filters. But I had more filters. So just a little sugar in there, and that should hopefully melt in with that, along with our flour. The flour is going to take quite a bit of mixing though. Yeah, I'm out of coffee. I'm going to have to go out for coffee tomorrow. How much flour? Quarter cup? Half cup? We got everything else that I'm putting into this now. Now they suggest you use a food processor for this. I have my little stick food processor, which is nice, but I think I'm just gonna do this by hand. I mean, you don't want to whip a ton of air into it, but I'm gonna allow it to set anyways, because we want this to be nice and room temp. It's not so much about the shock with this as the quick temperature rise. You gotta trying to capture as many of those bubbles that form in the eggs when they cook. Not so much forming them here when I'm whipping this. This is just making sure that flour and sugar is really well hydrated. I'm not trying to whip any air into that dairy either, which was half and half. Though true to my nature, I used half and half because that's what I keep around the house. And the recipe calls for whole milk. So back to figuring out what we're doing with this. Oh, we gotta do shells here first. Let's do tortilla dough. I have another bowl over here. I do not. Hmm, 50-50. Where's my masa? I'm not going to worry about a little flour in my masa. Guess what, chat? Put the flour away. It's like I should just have a container of flour on the counter. Like, in fact, writes down into kitchen desire notes. as is my new setup here, we're doing a combination of flour and corn tortillas. I'm gonna try a. I think I've tried this once before and wasn't hugely a fan of it, but I'm gonna try 2/3 corn tonight and 1/3 flour. Caramelizing onions, always a good time. They always smell great. Points it behind him, so can't see what I'm pointing at, but I'm pointing at the onions behind me, chat. We'll start with our flour. Add a bit of warm water to this project. But I've been doing pretty good. Totally sidetracked in my Minecraft plans yet again. Falling behind on my menu plans for streams. But life is good. I'll work this a little bit to get some gluten going with this. Switched to line cook from most of the catering job. My stress level has been way down. You like it? Yeah. The only real problem with catering is it's always typically very seasonal. Whether that works for you, if it works for you, great. That wasn't very... That was that a joke? You can do better than that. I don't know if that's better. Isn't that's what she said? More moisture needed. There we go. Now add our flour in with our masa. I did the flour separate up to this point because I wanted to work the gluten separate from with the flour, from with the corn. But now I'm going to work the whole thing together to incorporate. So maybe, with this being 2/3 masa, this may not knead nicely once I get it incorporated. We'll see. Hey chat, look, it's a little snake. Debating how big I want to make these tonight. Actually, I'm sort of feeling like I want to roll these out. I think I want to roll these out tonight. Actually, with all the masa in there, I don't think I'm going to be able to roll them out nicely. Oh, it's absolutely a brand name like Cambro. Yeah, microplane. Trademark. Registered trademark. That would be a rasp. I mean, these are just, they just got into the market first with laser cutting them. I'm thinking I might actually roll these out a bit more after pressing them. We'll see. I will see. But you can certainly find zesters, but I caution with zester is typically zesters, when you look up zester, they're usually, you know, like a secondary feature of some other product that's designed to be something else. Like, they love throwing zesters on peelers and them being absolute junk. Actually, I probably wouldn't today pay the money to buy a brand name microplane. I would probably buy essentially the same product, but I mean, it's like I said, the only thing you're getting here is it's laser etched, it's laser cut. Then they had some machine cut it, force the tabs and roll it. They sell it without the handle these days, and with the handle. So there's nothing here that's special to microplane. It's just they were the first in the market. They're the brand that got known for it. Actually, now that I'm thinking about that, most of that, other than the microplane name, could probably be done by a rolling cutter. I have no idea which would have better longevity in a plant. sort of tempted to make up more dough here. I'm a little thinking I've got a little too much filling here for that, especially if I add onions to this filling. See, that's the problem about asking me questions like that about the microflames, because I don't know how they actually do things, but I've watched a gazillion and one ways that things can be done. Well, let's see how much strength these things have. If I want to roll, if I can roll these, or I might be able to do something. Let's just leave them as is. Let's just leave them as is. It's not there, it's not there, it's not there. Where is it? They figured it out for pistachios, and I sort of think, well, cashews, yeah. Debating how much cream cheese we want to use here. Let's use half a brick. Let's use half a brick. Exact measurements. We're gonna add some seasoning in here. Garlic powder. Onion powder. cayenne. Chili. Cumin. Nope, that's not what I thought that was. A different container than I thought. It's looking for a different shape. A little ground coriander. Some of these onions. Now I'm sort of thinking maybe a little jalapeno in there instead of just onion. I'm already probably not going to have enough shells for this project, so I don't know why. Like, I generally frown upon the whole put on a funny hat clown act on streaming. But for some reason there, I just immediately had this thought. How many subs could I get for rubbing my hands in my eyes after that? But no, I'm not doing that. I actually tend to go with Fresno's these days. I mean, I'm using pickled tonight, and I've been using pickled a lot more. But I tend to go for Fresno's if I'm grabbing fresh ones, just because the red color. They're pretty. They look good and everything. With that said, the ones at the farmers markets are always better. Just, it doesn't matter what name they're selling them under, they're going to be better. Just, I tried to get Mr. Wiggles to work for today, and I didn't get around to it. It's still giving me issues with the cord strength on the GoPro after the repairs. But otherwise, Mr. Wiggles is back in one piece. Still sort of up in the air whether Mr. Wiggles is actually going to make a return here or not. Would like to see Mr. Wiggles back, but maybe we'll have to see Mr. Wiggles' new cousin. I don't know. So I'm going to make the rest of my bean dip here now. Yeah, but that might have been... It didn't go up in a puff of smoke, but I'm worried that the bracket was just the most recent problem. I'm thinking that maybe that little motor they put in there is maybe kaput at this point too, because it just can't handle, like, it can't handle 2 cords with slack on the cords. Sort of a shame. Where was I? I went and got turned around upside down and don't know what I'm doing again. Oh, skillet. Cream cheese. Baked beans. I say baked beans, but I mean refried beans. Weird, I wonder if there's a little micro dent there or something. It just didn't want to cut in that one little spot where I tried to put it down the first time, the cutter. That GIF in Discord, oh yeah. You think, actually, chat, do you think it was the canning machine? Now this has really got me wondering what the heck's going on here. Are you looking at the texture that is in that? It looks like it's a conveyor belt texture. Which makes no sense, because this is very obvious. You know, they cooked this in the can. You know, this was put into the can liquid and cooked. And then it's cool. It's solidified because it's cooled. That's royally messing with my head that there's like a pattern on the top of that. I just don't know, chap. So this, anyone just joining in here looking at wondering what the heck is in this pan. We've got cream cheese, we've got refried beans, we've got onions that I cooked down to a really, they're not full caramelized onions, but they're well cooked through. And lastly, this was the pan that I cooked the chicken in, so they're all the residual chicken flavors in the pan here still. So I'm trying to mostly mix up the cream cheese and get the cream cheese going before I mix the beans in, because there is some texture with the beans. I know it's pretty well done by the time they're refried beans, but there's some beans in there still. Okay, now we're going to turn the heat on that low. Put a flame. Cosmic. I'm debating if I sear these tortillas on one side before I fill them. I think that might be the play. Got our leftover oil here from yesterday. I haven't cleaned that up yet. I think I'm going to try searing the tops of these, or the insides of these, real quick. Yeah. I know it would be the traditional, the common way would probably be using bought tortillas. How are you tonight, Dancers with Felines? Make sure nothing's settling there. We want this absolutely room temp for our dealio, but our Dutch baby. Awesome. And throw a handful of pico in there too. Well, 2 handfuls. I'll add a little bit more moisture as the onions and tomatoes in that cook. Loosen this whole thing up a bit. I am thinking I'm gonna finish that off with some cheese over the top of that. Am I gonna add cilantro? Well, there was some cilantro in the pre-made pico that I'm using, but I'm not using any fresh. I didn't buy any fresh cilantro for this project. So there's already a little bit of cilantro in there with the pico. I could add some more. Do I have freeze-dried? Yeah, I do have freeze-dried cilantro too. I'm not afraid of cilantro. I just don't. I'm not huge on throwing tons of it. Not huge on a lot of herbs. And I love the flavor of a number of them. There's some that I'm not, you know. Oh, Automod. I did put some coriander powder in here. Powdered coriander. So I think our tortilla pan is sufficiently hot considering it's smoking. So we'll go over here and we'll sear some tortillas. I don't want to cook you completely through. I just want just enough to get you. Why isn't that showing? That was rather loud. I wasn't expecting that to be that loud. Nice, Zeeks. Welcome in, my friend. What's new? What's happening, chat? What's for dinner tonight, chat? What's everyone eating? Random stuff. That sounds pretty. I mean, other than having your green beans as your app. I mean, depending on how you made the green beans, I could see them being an app. I need a better bad name for kale. Like, ice decor is... It's too long. It doesn't work. It's not sexy enough. Hey, Castro. Purchased, frozen, pre-made and baked. Costco. What kind of pizza are we talking? I got another question for chat. What's the items you put on your frozen pizza? Like, you don't just put the frozen pizza in the oven, do you? You all add other things to your pizzas, don't you? Am I the only one? No jalapeno and black olives, people? Feeling like I'm the only one, chat. Extra cheese works. I need to find myself a pizza shop that does red bell pepper. Does it? I don't do Domino's though, but when I was a kid, we were supposed to, yeah. Let's just not say I'm not a fan of Domino's. Oh, that's all I can do. as kids, as part of the school, we were supposed to do this plan organization thing with Domino's. And because some executives visited town, they completely just ruined the whole thing and ruined, my parents' time and stuff like that. And so, like, ever since then, my entire family has been like, or at least my immediate family has always been like, no, we don't do Domino's. And I've tried it a couple of times since I was, college and stuff like that, and it's never done anything to excite me. And so I've never, we only got one more tortilla here to sear off after this one is done. So we're getting there. I always feel like the stream is lagging when I'm cooking tortillas, because it's not exciting viewing. Oh, there's a tortilla on the pan. I realize that, Chad. I'm trying to find ways to work on that. That might have actually been part of the thing with college with me too. Like, I seem to remember them having some sort of deal with our, even, culinary institute, with our dorms. But even then, I didn't. Trying to think back what all I did eat, like, non-food days for school. Like, culinary school, you have to start off with, we were having several dishes a day provided by the culinary school. So, it's not like we were hurting for food. But even on the weekends, like, I know I used to hit up Quiznos a little bit. I always thought that their subs were just like swimming in sauce, though. So I liked them for a couple of weeks, and then it was like, no, I can't do that. That's just, no. Well, we had 2 meals a day covered by the school, and when I first started there, it was sort of more regimented that you had to do it, at these times in order to get your food. And so a lot of people would actually miss one of those 2 meals anyways. But later on, they made it so that you could get one of those meals out of the bakery cafe, or I think there was another option they had too. Maybe it was the rec center. I'm not sure, but so it got to be the point where you didn't have to go in at like 6 in the morning for breakfast in order to get 2 meals in the day. At least I think that was when breakfast was served. Out of a student kitchen, of course. Were there any local restaurants a part of that? Like, there's so many other chains out there that I know of that I've had like once that I'm like, this would have been cool to have, like there's a couple of delis that I've had over the years or been to over the years that are chains or not chains that this should be everywhere. I forget the name of the one that we have here in Sonoma. I mean, real estate here, sub places, they just can't afford to exist, really. There is one around the local college in Santa Rosa, and can't remember if that's still around or not. I think it's at least moved from where it was before. But it's one of those ones that, like, he made his name in San Francisco and then moved out of San Francisco and moved up here. And they're sort of like, and the kitchen sink type subs. Like, they put everything in their subs. Like, half of their subs have, like, chicken tenders in them and stuff like that. Or cheese sticks, or, they've got all sorts of stuff that they put in them. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to strain this oil. This oil isn't too hot from chilling back here, is it? Oh, we're okay. I was going to try and be lazy and just use other oil, but let's strain the oil properly. Too tall for the camera, chat, sorry. Hey, Celtic. Thank you for that resub. Greatly appreciate that. How you been? I've been doing well. Apologize, I don't have my alerts in my ear tonight. I was late getting my earbuds out, and so I'm not listening to anything tonight, unfortunately. I'd like a little music. Help me keep moving, keep going. Let's use this one. It's got higher sides, it's better for frying. Essentially the same oil I just strained there. There's a little bit in here, so it's that mixed in with other oil, but it's all oil that I've previously cooked with. And I'm going to attempt to start filling these. Debating if I should toothpick these or not. I've seen them toothpicked for frying. Nice, Celtic. You shouldn't need to do multiple cures. Multiple cures is like, I don't know where some of this stuff comes from that I've read, and I've gotten to the point where I just actively avoid the cast iron Reddit. Like, I once recommended people use flax oil for curing their pans, and I got responses like, well, that just flakes off. Like, and I don't even know how to respond to that, because curing a pan is supposed to be, and I'm not responding to you, Celtic. I'm responding to Celtic that you are not what I'm going after with this. But, you know, like, it's a cure in a pan is microscopic. It is so thin, and the idea of building it up doesn't make sense, because what you're doing is you're penetrating it. The oil is penetrating into, for lack of a better term of it, pores, as the metal expands as it heats. And there is no really, I mean, there's no layer, it's thin. Oh, you must have gotten lucky with that one. I've scoured, and I bought these from a thrift setup or a I'm not trusting it. I'm gonna put toothpicks in them. I think this is sort of a split, and I doubt those that are doing these on the cheap are going to spring for toothpicks, much less 2 of them per thing, but I am. Like, I'm not even sure I don't think that they even, I have no idea what they're doing for their cures at Lodge. Like, they know better. They know better. They're doing something cheaper to be cheaper about it. Because they own another cast iron brand, who I'm not going to mention, that very specifically does flax oil for, I'm pointing down here because I have a bottle of flax oil on the bottom of my fridge. Uses flax oil for their curing, and it's really the only distinct, like, it's the only, like, real difference between the two companies. Like, there's other differences between them, but their handles are different, that sort of a thing. Okay, I turned off the heat on the oil. That's why it's not still heating up. Let's turn the heat back on the oil. Turn the heat off on our bean and cheese mixture. Now that that's nice and warm through, we'll wait till it finishes and throw some cheese on top of that to finish it off in the oven. Alright, these I'm waiting on the oil for. Might as well make up my mixture for my pancake while we're at it. If I remember quickly, this is pretty quick in the oven. Can't take too long. 20 minutes, wow. That's longer than I anticipated. We gotta be heating up quick here. There's not a lot of oil in here. Yeah, that's quicker than I need it to be. Or whatever is a man with an ice cream machine gonna do with leftover cream cheese? Not a lot of sugar, just a little bit. Not a lot of cream cheese there either, but and I'm also going to add a little bit of vanilla. If I had cheap bourbon, I'd use cheap bourbon. Debating if I want to add cinnamon to this too. I don't think I do. I think I want to do cinnamon over the top. I'm cutting this apple way too early, so I'm just going to eat it. Pretty tasty apple though. It'll work well for dessert. Paralyzed by indecision, chat. And I'm going for it. I'm going ahead with my pancake since oven's ready. So we're going to take our room temp butter, get that ready, and then pull out this hopefully screeching hot pan. Butter into hot pan. Coating the bottom carefully. Now I'm adding the batter in there. And into the oven while it's burning my hand. So now it's going to cook 20 minutes in the oven. There's science behind my choice of flax too, and that's the makeup of the oil. It's actually a horrible oil for cooking for food, but it's amazing oil for creating a nice surface on your cast iron. It also goes rancid very easily, and I'm sure the stuff that I have in my refrigerator is rancid. I don't care if it's rancid for curing a pan though. That's a flavor and apologize for coughing. Something. But yeah, there was thought behind that too. Already? You mean it's not going to take until morning? Don't think I actually need the rest of this butter. I think I'm actually going to throw the rest of this butter back in the fridge. I was thinking I needed more butter softened up for tonight. We're almost done. Do some cheese. Need some cheese for on top of our I'm glad I could make some good suggestions for reading material. I'm comfortably full and heart rate is up, I guess. Trying to work on it. Yeah. Are you talking about his stomach? Celtic? I'm thinking of one of my common, not realistic facts. And that is, the average human stomach has more neurons in it than the average cat brain does. Chat, your stomach's smarter than your cat. Ooh, we can fry. We can fry. Let's do some frying, chat. Nice, Celtic. Nice. Hope you understand me not trying to reread that on chat, on stream. I'm glad you'll live, Zeeks. I saw that earlier, but I didn't respond to it. We got some bubbling going on here. I'm liking the looks of these. These are... I wish I hadn't asked Chad if I should have seared these before cooking them or not, because now I'm like, could I have skipped searing these? Dropping the last two in here in the oil. You're awesome, chat. Jesus for on top of the skillet. That's going in the oven here pretty soon. Tore and pull quite a bit on that first one. Go. Big old mound of guac. We got our pico taking the place of kale tonight. Timer's about to go off here on the stove, on the oven. So we'll give this a little bit of a mash up here. Just a little bit of a clean up on the top of it. Cancel the timer. Turn the oven temp way down. Take a look at our, ooh. We have a Dutch baby pancake. Certainly got that. I'm going to add this cheese to our appropriate amounts of cheese, chat. I think that's an appropriate amount of cheese. That's going in the oven, melt. Next to our not a baby pancake. All right, let's grab a couple of photos of this. Chat's now wondering what inappropriate amounts of cheese is. Thank you for the follow. So we got that going. Now we need to slice up some apple for with this. I was worried this was going to brown up more than it did. This didn't brown up at all. I was worried that cutting it up early wasn't going to work. Not paper thin, but mighty thin slices of apple here. Oh, I grabbed the core, didn't I? Oh, the core's over there. Don't need the seed, though. Almost there. Almost there. Almost done with our pancake. Put our sour cream back in the fridge. Using my infamous double clip pastry bag storage system for sour cream that doesn't really work. Where's the other clip? I'm missing the other half of the other clip to this. I'm not sure what I did with it. Oh well, I'll grab another clip. That's why I got so many clips. There's our Dutch baby. Looking gorgeous. And then we've got our bean dip, which not looking too bad either. But into our Dutch baby thin slices of apple. Actually, let's do the star ingredient here first. We've got our warmed up cream cheese mixed with sugar and vanilla. This is one of those things where I'm okay with it being somewhat sporadic. Some having lots and some having a little bit. Then in with our thin sliced apples. Yes, I'm throwing all the apple in there. Other than what I've already eaten. And then I have some granola. Just a simple oats and honey type granola. I could see, yeah, I'm gonna do that. If I can get the jar open. Get a photo of it like that, and then another one with the whipped cream on it, or with the whipped cream would be pretty awesome with this too. I don't have any whipped cream, but still got a tip, but it's going to need sharpening. Let's do one more like that. And I wish I had a cinnamon sifter too, but we'll just live with. So there's that deliciousness for dessert, which this is probably one of the lighter desserts that I have ever done on this stream, and probably one of those, it's just simple, it's good, you know? I'm ecstatic about this one. I'm ecstatic about these, because these look amazing too. Don't get me wrong. And I am certain that this will go amazing with some tortilla chips. So there you have it, folks. There's my cream cheese ingredient challenge. Do you think I passed this week? Do you think I came up with some innovative uses for cream cheese beyond just a basic cheesecake? Would love for everyone to make your own suggestions into the ingredient suggestion channel for upcoming votes. We need more suggestions in there. Need more votes on ones to go into the main vote. Would love if you guys go in there and do that. I will be back on Friday. I'm gonna call it there, folks. I think I've got enough for my dinner tonight. But I'm gonna be back here on Friday with more goodness. I will caution, chat, there is a potential. I'm making some computer changes and upgrades in the helm, and there's an outside chance there could be a disruption on Friday, but that is not in the plans. That's not going to happen. I'm going to be here on Friday. And so I hope you come and join me for that. Until then, you can hang out in the Discord with me. You can join my Minecraft server and play around in Minecraft with me. Yeah, I hope you all have a lovely evening. I enjoyed hanging out with you. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. And have a good night. Good night, everyone.